On Friday, the Supreme Court is leaving in place the Texas abortion law that bars the procedure after 6 weeks of pregnancy. And the justices said that the abortion providers could sue people in local court, but they're not going to overturn the law. Justice Sotomayor dissented, writing for her liberal colleagues, said the court should have gone much further, blocked the law from going into effect when it had the chance back in September. She said the court should have put an end to this madness months ago, before SB 8 even went into effect. She claimed that the Supreme Court, by the limits it put on who can be sued in court, effectively invited other states to use the law as a model to nullify federal rights, which is basically you can't get an abortion now because what doctor, unless they are completely funded by some sort of political action group, is going to risk doing an abortion procedure, getting sued, and then countersuing because the law is illegal.
Right.
That's what the Supreme Court said, we're not going to decide whether the law is illegal or not. If you get sued, you can countersue and you can defend yourself and say it's an illegal law and let the lower courts decide. Who's going to go through that litigation?
Yeah.
That cost
Right.
the hundreds and hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars to make it back to the Supreme Court. Nobody's going to do it unless they're being funded by a political action group to make a political point. And there's going to be a lawsuit, and eventually it's going to make it up to the Supreme Court. But you want to know when it'll make it to the Supreme Court? 4, 5, 6 years from now. By the time it makes it through the regular processing of you're sued in a trial court. The trial case has to go. Then you go into federal district court. Then you go into the Court of Appeals. Then you go into the Supreme Court. This is years and years and years. Meanwhile, nobody's going to get an abortion. It won't be illegal in Texas. Nobody's going to do it.
Right.
So basically what the Supreme Court did was leave the law in place, and they said, you know what? If you get sued, doctor, you can argue that it's an illegal law, and we'll take it up once your case gets to the Supreme Court again, which will be in 5 or 6 years from now.
All right.
So you know what the governor of California has done?
What?
On Saturday, California Governor Gavin Newsom said, "Who can play at that game?" He is outraged at what the Supreme Court did with the Texas abortion law. So now he is inviting the California legislature to make a new law about guns.
Ooh.
And that if a gun is used in a crime or a gun is used in a shooting in California or a gun is sold in California that is used in a crime, then anyone could now go sue the gun manufacturer and literally put all the gun manufacturers out of business.
Good.
So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So he said, in light of the Supreme Court's decision, he has directed his staff to draft a bill that would allow private citizens to seek relief, quote, against anyone who manufactures, distributes, or sells an assault weapon or ghost gun kit in the state of California. And they would put the statutory damages of at least $10,000 in addition to attorney's fees. And it'll basically bankrupt if every person sues the gun manufacturers, because there's more guns in California than there are people. So you can sue for every particular gun.
I'm here for that. I am here for that.
Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.